Are faithless electors ever held accountable for their vote? Imagine a system designed to reflect the will of the people, yet occasionally encountering individuals who choose to cast their electoral votes differently from the candidate they pledge to support. This scenario raises questions about accountability and the consequences faced by these electors. Throughout United States history, faithless electors have appeared sporadically, prompting debates about whether they should be held responsible for their actions. In the United States, the Electoral College is responsible for electing the president and vice president. Electors are typically chosen by political parties and pledge to support their party's candidate. However, some electors have chosen to vote contrary to their pledge, either as a protest or due to personal conviction. These individuals are known as faithless electors. The occurrence of faithless voting has been relatively rare, with only a few dozen instances recorded since the inception of the Electoral College. Legal accountability for faithless electors varies across states. Some states have enacted laws that impose penalties or fines on electors who do not vote in accordance with their pledge. For example, states like Colorado and New Mexico have statutes that threaten electors with fines or removal from their position if they vote faithlessly. Despite these laws, enforcement has been inconsistent, and penalties have rarely been applied successfully. In some cases, faithless electors have faced legal challenges. Courts have generally upheld state laws that impose penalties, but the enforcement often depends on the specific circumstances and the willingness of state authorities. Notably, in the year 2016, a few electors faced fines or legal threats, but no significant legal consequences were ultimately enforced against them. The Supreme Court of the United States has not directly ruled on the constitutionality of laws penalizing faithless electors, leaving the issue somewhat unresolved. The question of accountability extends beyond legal penalties. Political consequences can also serve as deterrents. Electors who vote faithlessly risk damaging their reputation within their political party or community. However, the actual enforcement of penalties remains limited, and many faithless electors have faced little to no repercussions for their actions. In summary, while some states have measures in place to hold faithless electors accountable through fines or penalties, enforcement is inconsistent and rarely results in significant consequences. The overall system relies heavily on the political and legal frameworks established by individual states, which means that accountability for faithless electors is not uniform across the country.